Welcome, chairs and captains. Thank you for helping us provide State of Delaware employees with the opportunity to learn about and connect with local charities. This training is about 30 minutes long and will include details on the campaign as well as guidance on fundraising and special events. It will be available to you throughout the campaign on the Resources for Chairs and Captains page on the SECC website at secc.delaware.gov. The SECC coordinator will notify you of any changes or updates. In this training, we'll briefly go over the campaign background, take a look at past campaigns, and discuss roles and responsibilities of key SECC players. Then we'll talk about how employees can participate in SECC, and we'll dive a little deeper into chair and captain responsibilities for assisting with employee pledges, reporting, and safeguarding donations. We will also provide guidance for special events and fundraising activities. And finally, we'll talk about how you can promote the campaign to your agency and where to find resources. Campaign background. SECC was first established in 1991 and was reestablished in 2018 by Governor John Carney's Executive Order No. 22, which can be found on the Resources page for Chairs and Captains on the SECC website. The annual campaign starts September 1st and ends October 31st. SECC connects state employees with charitable organizations that benefit the health and welfare of all Delawareans. The campaign provides employees with convenient and safe ways to make contributions through payroll deductions and one-time donations to one or more charities of their choice. It's important to look back at previous campaigns to help plan and set goals. This chart shows the last 10 years for campaign contributions. You can see that SECC has had high and low contribution years. Some of the challenges that SECC faces may be related to the state of the economy in certain years and donor fatigue. 2018 was the lowest contribution year to date, but with the help and support of chairs and captains, as well as state leadership, the 2019 campaign was a great success. Total campaign contributions are broken down by three parts: employee pledges, special events and fundraising activities, and pensioner pledges. The top row shows that total campaign contributions for the 2019 campaign were over $309,000, which is a variance or increase of about $16,000 from the 2018 campaign. The left column shows that employee pledges, which include e-pledges and paper pledges, were over $198,000, which is over a $17,000 increase from the 2018 campaign. However, participation was down by 124 employees. The center column shows that employees raised over $56,000 in special events, which is nearly a $10,000 increase from the 2018 campaign. Finally, pensioners pledged nearly $55,000, but this was a decrease of over $5,000 from the 2018 campaign, and participation was down by 36 pensioners. The SECC Steering Committee consists of 7 members, including the Secretary of the Department of Human Resources, who serves as chairperson, the Secretary of the Department of Finance, and 5 state employee members. The Steering Committee develops all necessary schedules, policies, and procedures to implement Executive Order 22. This includes reviewing applications from charitable organizations to ensure that they meet eligibility criteria, selecting the campaign administrator, and generally overseeing management of the campaign. You can learn more about who serves in these roles by visiting the Steering Committee page on the SECC website. United Way of Delaware is the campaign administrator. They manage ePledge, collect and distribute donations to participating charities, and create SECC marketing materials like incentive posters, pledges, report forms, and pensioner mailer forms. The SECC coordinator provides administrative support for the steering committee and the campaign administrator, as well as being the primary contact person for chairs, captains, and charitable organizations. Chairs and captains are nominated by leadership to help promote the campaign to employees in their agency. There are usually 1 to 2 chairs per agency, and they are the lead SECC representative for their agency during the campaign. Many agencies also have captains who represent different sections of their agency. And there are always informal employee volunteers that help with different tasks. Team structures are different for each agency and can be changed to meet your needs. But there should always be a chair leading your agency's campaign efforts. In addition to promoting the campaign, both chairs and captains are responsible for assisting employees with pledges as needed and collecting, safeguarding, and reporting donations from employees in their agency to United Way. Employees that need your assistance can find your contact information listed on the Agency Chair and Captain page of the SECC website. Contact the SECC coordinator if you need to update your contact information. State employees can participate in SECC by pledging, volunteering, or contributing to agency fundraising activities, or by connecting directly with charitable organizations. To help spread the word about the campaign, the poster pictured here can be posted in offices and state buildings where employees are working. Contact the SECC coordinator to order posters for your agency. Employee pledges. When applicable, employees should be encouraged to use the online donation portal called ePledge. ePledge can be accessed through a link on the home page of the SECC website. ePledge is safe and convenient. Employees can log in to ePledge using the same username and password as their Delaware single sign-on. Through ePledge, employees have the option to pay payroll deductions or one-time credit card donations to one or more of the 2020 SECC charities. ePledge sends email confirmations to donors and does not require any paperwork for chairs and captains. ePledge also sends chairs weekly email reports for their agency so teams can keep track of their agency's progress. Employees that don't have access to computers can use paper pledges to pledge payroll deductions or one-time cash or check donations. Chairs and captains are responsible for assisting employees who need help completing these forms, as well as collecting, safeguarding, and reporting all paper pledge donations from employees in their agency. Paper pledges are available to chairs, captains, and employees as a fillable PDF on the SECC website. Please contact the SECC coordinator if you need the 4-part pledge form. The next few slides will show examples of completed paper pledges for your reference. As mentioned, there are many ways for employees to participate in SECC outside of monetary donations. Many employees participate in charitable giving outside of SECC, and that is okay. Employees that do not wish to pledge a donation can still use the paper pledge form as well as ePledge to mark that they do not wish to participate at this time. By filling out the fields at the top of the form and checking the box labeled "I do not wish to participate at this time." Employees can use paper pledges for payroll deduction donations. Chairs and captains should ensure that paper pledge forms are filled out correctly. First, employees should fill out all fields at the top of the pledge form, including last name, first name, and middle initial, employee ID number, department name and DDS code, as well as a daytime phone number. Next, under pledge type, the cash and check section should be left blank. The donation amount should be written in the section called payroll deduction. The amount to be deducted from each paycheck should be entered in the section called amount per pay. Employees should multiply that number by 26, which is the number of pay periods in one calendar year. The annual amount should be entered in the section called annual amount. Then, under charitable organization designations, employees can enter the 5-digit codes and names of the organizations that they wish to support. They can also designate the amount that each charity will receive from their total donation. In this example, the employee is pledging an annual amount of $26 and splitting that amount among 5 different charities. The first charity listed will receive $10, the second and third charities will receive $5 each, and the fourth and fifth charities will receive $3 each for a total of $26. Under Donation Acknowledgement Authorization, employees will either check that they do not want their contact information released to charities, or they can enter their name, address, and email in order to receive acknowledgement from the charities they're supporting. Finally, employees pledging payroll deductions must sign and date the authorization section. Employees can also use paper pledges for one-time donations with cash or check. Chairs and captains should ensure that the paper pledge form is filled out correctly. First, employees should fill out all the fields at the top of the pledge form, including last name, first name, and middle initial, employee ID number, department name and DDS code, as well as a daytime phone number. Next, under pledge type, the donation amount should be written in the section called Cash, Check, One-Time Donations. Please note that checks should be made payable to SECC. The payroll deduction section should be left blank. Then, under charitable organization designations, employees can enter the 5-digit codes and names of the organizations that they wish to support. They can also designate the amount that each charity will receive from their donation. In this example, the employee is pledging $20 cash and splitting that among 5 different charities. The first charity will receive $10, the second charity will receive $5, and the third charity will receive $3. And the fourth and fifth charity will both receive $1 for a total of $20. Finally, under the Donor Acknowledgement Authorization section, employees will either check that they do not want their contact information released to charities, or they can enter their name, address, and email in order to receive acknowledgement from the charities they are supporting. Employees using the paper pledge form to donate cash or checks do not need to sign the authorization section. This is used for payroll deductions only. The message in the box that appears here is printed on the bottom of all paper pledge forms. This is a reminder that, as chairs and captains, you are responsible for providing copies of all paper pledge forms for the donor, your own records, your agency's payroll section, and United Way of Delaware. Chairs and captains should report paper pledge donations to United Way as frequently as possible. Do not hold donations until the end of the campaign. The form pictured here and available on the Resources for Chairs and Captains page on the SECC website, should be used to report paper pledge donations to United Way. This form can only report up to 15 pledges. Use additional report forms when reporting more than 15 pledges. At the top of this report form, chairs should enter their department name, DDS code, work address, and their name and daytime contact information. Then, enter the donation information in the table here. In this example, this section of the Department of Human Resources had one employee who used a paper pledge form to donate $100 through payroll deduction. And there were 2 employees that used paper pledges whose donations amounted to $50 cash. In total, there were 3 donors contributing a total of $150, but there is only $50 cash to be collected by United Way. Then, the agency chair should recount the donations and verify the contribution totals on the report. Once the captain and chair both count and verify the donation information, they should both sign and date the report. When the report form is complete, the chair should make a copy for their records and send a copy to the SECC coordinator as noted in the important reminder at the bottom of the form. Put all pledges and donations in a large envelope and attach the report form to the envelope. Make sure the envelope is securely sealed. Chairs can contact Tim Sheldon from United Way to collect donations. His contact information is listed in the important reminder at the bottom of the form. Many employees are working from home. We understand that a lot of communication as well as transferring of pledge information may occur over email. Chairs and captains must use egress to securely send emails containing documents and/or sensitive information such as employee ID numbers. Additionally, until donations are collected by United Way, all cash, checks, and pledge forms should be safeguarded under lock and key. Special events and fundraising activities. Agency fundraising events may need to be virtual or designed in a way that maintains the safety of state employees and follows social distancing guidelines. Many teams have already started converting their traditional agency events into virtual ones. For example, food sales could be pre-ordered and delivered. Online silent auctions can be posted on agency intranets, and games and competitions can take place outdoors. For more ideas, contact the SECC coordinator. We're excited to announce that, for the first time, employees can pay for special events and fundraising activities online using various payment methods. Before you start promoting your event, contact the SECC coordinator to start developing a special payment link for your event. Should you have cash or checks from special events, chairs and captains should report them to United Way as frequently as possible. Do not hold donations until the end of the campaign. The form pictured here and available on the Resources for Chairs and Captains page on the SECC website should be used to report special event donations to United Way. This form can only report one event. Use additional report forms when reporting more than one event. At the top of this form, chairs and captains should enter their department name, DDS code, work address, and their name and contact information, as well as the name of the event. Then, enter the donation information in the table here. Agencies can choose 1 to 3 charities to designate funds raised by their event. They can also determine how to split up those funds. In this example, this section of the Department of Human Resources raised a total of $480 to be split among 3 charities. The captain has inputted the designated charity names and codes and divided the cash and checks evenly to those charities. Agency chairs should recount the donations and verify the contribution totals on the report. Once the chair and captain both count and verify the donation information, they should both sign and date the report. When the report form is complete, the chair should make a copy for their records and send a copy to the SECC coordinator as noted in the important reminder at the bottom of the form. Put all donations in a large envelope and attach the report form to the envelope. Make sure the envelope is securely sealed. Chairs can contact Tim Sheldon from United Way to collect donations. His contact information is listed in the important reminder at the bottom of the form. Promoting the campaign. It's important to share information with employees about each of the unique charities that have been approved to participate in the 2020 campaign. This year, DHR worked with several organizations to create promotional videos that enable organizations to speak directly to state employees about how their organization's mission helps Delawareans, how donations help them achieve their mission, and other things that state employees can do to support their organization. Those videos are available on the list of 2020 charities on the SECC website. Chairs and captains can share charity videos in promotional emails to employees or feature videos on their agency's intranet. For an even more personalized experience, chairs and captains can invite individuals from charitable organizations to speak to employees in virtual meetings using applications like Skype, WebEx, and others. Charitable organizations participating in this year's campaign are very eager to make connections with state employees. Ask the SECC coordinator for more information about scheduling a meeting. Website tiles, logos, and branded images are available to use in promotional emails and flyers. You can download these images directly from the Resources for Chairs and Captains page on the SECC website. Work with your agency's IT department to put an SECC website tile on your agency's intranet during the campaign. This button can redirect employees to the SECC website where they can find information about the campaign and the charities it supports, as well as access to the online donation portal ePledge. Work with your agency's communication department to create and send SECC promotional emails to employees in your agency. The SECC coordinator can assist with messaging if needed. For all of the resources mentioned in this training, visit the Resources for Chairs and Captains page on the SECC website. If you have any questions or need assistance, contact the SECC coordinator.